Hello everyone, this is Ivan with Create Your Future. I am a certified life coach. I specialize in personal development, relationships, and the law of attraction. Most recently, I got a new certification where I'm able to further assist my clients with limiting beliefs and blocks and how to dissolve them. And that's exactly why I wanted to do this video, because we worked with a client who had certain limiting beliefs about men in general, and we were able to identify certain things and work with them, and she was able to bring forward a new awesome relationship. I'll give you some examples of the things that we did so that you could incorporate it into your journey and have the same success as well. All right. But first, let me remind you that we're currently running a contest where as soon as we hit 100,000 subscribers, 3 lucky winners will be chosen and they will receive a free coaching session with the coach of their choice. All you have to do is make sure you're subscribed to the channel, that you like and share this video, and please remember to comment down below how the law of attraction or the law of assumption or even our videos have inspired you to create something wonderful in your life, okay? So let's jump into the success story. So this client came to me approximately 2 months ago. This client was a little bit defeated when it came to relationships. Previously, she was married and she had a lot of problems in that relationship. You know, she was able to move forward and start dating again, but she started to notice the same patterns. That pattern was all about trust and feeling secure of herself when it came to the relationship, which is pretty common. But she wanted to know what part of her built this idea, this assumption. So we kind of went through the entire relationship, her marriage, and we started to notice that there was a lot of insecurity. You know, there was a lot of insecurity of not feeling good enough or always trying to compete. And the reason for the competition was because we kind of went a little bit back and we started to notice that she was always doing this even from childhood. She was always competing with her older brother because she always kind of saw him as this, like, you know, a powerhouse. So she wanted to be like him. So she would always try to do things that he would do in order for her to believe that she was liked. But on the contrary, she was just doing things that she didn't really like to do, but she was just doing it in order to attract an attention. So it was something that she started to do even through her, you know, teenage years, and as she became a younger adult, you know, she started to repeat the same thing over and over and over and over again. But she never really acknowledged it because she just thought it was part of what was happening. But at the same time, she was also questioning herself, what was wrong with me or what was wrong with them? You know, so then when she got into her marriage, of course, a lot of that insecurity of competition, not feeling good enough, brought upon a lot of trust issues. So that whole trust when it comes to the concept of relationship was something that was very triggering to her. Okay, so that's exactly what we started to work with, trust. We started to work with trust, and most importantly, her self-concept of how she viewed herself as a person and in a relationship. Okay, so I'm going to share with you some of the affirmations that she and I created that she used on a day-to-day, okay, every single day throughout her day. She would use this as a mantra for her to kind of start embodying the sense of her that was confident, that was secure, and that felt, you know, that she is enough just being who she is and liking what she likes, okay? Because one of the things was that even in her dates that she was going on, she would always try to conform to what they liked. So if they wanted to see a specific movie that she didn't like, she would still go. If they wanted to go watch like a sports game, which she's not really interested in sports, she would go, you know? And it was just like, I'm always doing stuff that I don't like, you know, and I feel bad about asking them to do things that I like because I feel like they'll leave me, or and again, it goes back to that part of her being that younger self that said to herself, oh, if I'm this way, they're not gonna notice me as much as they would notice my older brother. So what we started to work is with these specific affirmations, and I'll share with you. So we started with, I trust myself and others. I feel confident in my relationships. I am important and I matter. My opinions are valued and appreciated. I love my truest self. I am aligned with love. I love doing all me. I love doing me, sorry. So one of the things was that we wanted for her to start feeling comfortable with her expressing what it is that she wants without having to limit herself to experiencing those things that she loves, her passions, you know. So what she started to do is she started to create a story of, okay, this is a relationship that I want. In my relationship, I have awesome balanced communication. The type of communication that I have is very loving, very appreciative, very fun and exciting. It is consistent. The type of interactions the person that I will be with and I have are always, so much fun. They always have passion involved. There is always, an understanding. There's a mutual respect. And there's a perfect balance in our relationship and in our lives. So these are the new assumptions that she was making about her relationships. Another thing is working on her self-concept. Of course, her telling herself that she's important, that she matters, that everything that she has to say or anything that she has to offer is so very, very important to the people she loves, and that it's so important to the world, and that she matters. So these were the things that she was kind of forgetting in those moments that she was giving herself away. So she started to work on this, and she was really consistent. Morning, she would write her intentions of the perfect relationship she wanted, alongside other goals as well. And throughout the day, it's like, she would have this self-talk of empowerment. I can do this. I am strong. I am lovable. I am wanted because I'm smart, because I'm intelligent, because I'm this amazing human being. So she would go upon these like lovely rants throughout her day. And then she would, follow up with her affirmations. She would start to really put more of a significance to her affirmations as well. When she would think about her affirmations of her trusting herself and trusting others, she would say that trust is something that is available to her. That trust is something that is so easy and so loving to her. That trust is something that is just a dominant part of her. So that's where she started to kind of almost like romanticize the affirmation and make it even more stronger than it was just her repeating it. So she was inspired to create an inner conversation through her affirmations. And what happened like a month, approximately like 2 months, or maybe like a month and a couple of weeks, she met somebody. And she was very calm when she met him, and she was very open and accepting of what he had to offer. So she wasn't triggered if he wouldn't text right away. She wasn't like, upset if he would be short. No, she was just going with the flow and just like accepting it and letting it be. And this person reciprocated in such an amazing way, because then he became so interested that he started to move a little bit quicker, and she was open to it. And she's in a really lovely relationship where she is, she's still working in getting this commitment part, but because it's been a couple of weeks since they met, but they're doing a great job in communicating, staying consistent with one another, and most importantly, she's having so much fun. She's really enjoying her new concept of relationships that is aligned with the concept of her. And she's very trusting of herself. And if anything, one of the main things that she tells me she does is like, I always stick to my affirmations about me, because I've noticed that is the key to this. And as I mentioned in almost every single one of my videos, is that you are the secret. You are the success. You are the only thing that needs to change in order to see change without. So it's about focusing on those parts of you that feels limited, that feels a little conflicted, focusing on them with no judgment, with compassion, and saying to yourself, okay, yeah, I could change this, because the same way I programmed it one way, now me being conscious about it and aware, I could change it to be more in tune with what I want in my life now. Okay, so I intend for this client to have much success as well as you. Please remember that I am available for one-on-one coaching. Links are down below. And I intend for you all to have a wonderful holiday season full of lots of love, lots of gratitude, and lots of wonderful experiences. Bye.